And when I was a kid, you either had like a really cheap keyboard, or your parents had to shell out thousands of dollars on a nice piano that's proper stand up, upright, or whatever, just for you to quit piano like 6 months later. I'm very sorry, mom and dad. I quickly learned that if you go on Amazon, you can find a bunch of really nice, proper, full weighted keyboards for just a couple $100. Now, obviously, this video is not about pianos and keyboards and all that, but the point of me telling you that story is talking about how nowadays we've gotten to a place in technology that just because something is budget or an entry-level price doesn't mean you can't get professional results with it. And that's where I want to introduce the Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra. It's essentially the baby sibling to Hohem's oh so popular M7. I did a video on this, I think last December, and it's definitely one of my favorite mobile gimbals of the year. So my original plan for this video was similar to other videos like the M7's review, where I try to rig up a bunch of accessories and essentially push these gimbals to their limit, trying to attach lenses and filters and SSDs, battery packs, all that good stuff to give you guys an understanding of like what is the most you can get out of this gimbal. And spoiler alert, this gimbal right here, not built for that sort of situation. To answer that question, for those of you who are watching, if you have a smaller receiver on the bottom for like Hohem's own microphone or another microphone, then that's gonna be just fine. But this is not the gimbal setup that you're gonna wanna be attaching a bunch of extra SSDs and big third-party lenses and things like that. If you have something like the Polar Pro case and you wanna attach a filter on here like NDs, this is where this gimbal really shines in terms of a full professional setup. And that is exactly how I shot the short film you saw at the beginning of this. So for me, there are 5 standout features of the V3 Ultra that I fell in love with. First one is when it comes to the tripod. Again, going with bigger gimbals like the M7, the tripod, for one, you have to fully screw on and unscrew, which is a process. And as you can see, it adds quite a bit of length to the overall setup, because again, this is made for bigger setups, so you kind of do want a wider stance. So again, built for different reasons. This is a nice little metal design, and these sticks are long, so it has a really nice wide stance, which has made me very confident in its ability to just stand up even with my phone fully on top. Number 2 on my list is this does have the extension. I know many other gimbals like this have it, and it's a feature that I really like. Although I hate being seen as someone who is vlogging or taking selfie stick sort of situations, I do love these because they allow me to get kind of faux crane shots, allowing you to go from extra really low to extra really high beyond what normal human arm length can give you. It has the angular design at the top there. So, if you're going across a table and you want to get some smooth longer shots that way, it's just again a nice little built-in feature to have. Okay, number 3, their new design allows for 360 spin. I don't know why this is so much fun, but it is. A lot of gimbals out there, especially if you're using like AI tracking, they can only go like 180 degrees or something like that. But this, if you want to fully spin around this thing, walk around it, it can do that. It's not going to stop on you in either direction. And I'm just going to keep doing this the rest of the video. All right, speaking of the AI tracking, number 4 is the AI module down here. I do love the way that you connect and disconnect it. It's got both a mixture of kind of magnetism, but also clamps to it. That way, if you're doing selfie stuff, you want the fill light to be in this direction, then you can do that. And that way, once you lack on tracking, which I guess, here, let me turn it off real quick. So now, no matter which way I turn, it's obviously tracking me this way for selfie stuff. But if you then want to do what I do, which is most of the time have it the opposite way, if you're trying to track animals, vehicles, objects, people, of course, and faces, then you'll be able to do that. And you don't have to utilize their app or anything. Obviously, I'm using the Blackmagic camera app, as I always do. But then you get this little preview of what this camera is seeing. So it's not your exact composition up here, but it's pretty much more or less, you see all the subjects that are going to be in frame. So you can kind of get a sense of it here. I'll back up, and then you can see here that it's tracking me wherever I go. And it's got all your favorite, gimbal controls here on the screen. You can quickly and easily change the orientation to get vertical or horizontal content. You have a bunch of different modes. You can go POV mode, PTF, all that good stuff. But of course, number 5 and my absolute favorite is something that they took from the M7 again, which is the detachable live feed remote. I believe the previous version of this gimbal had a detachable remote, but it was only to maybe control the gimbal and change some basic settings. But here you actually get the full live feed of this. So if you do set this down somewhere, say this is over here, obviously I can't see the screen, but I can see on this little monitor what the AI module camera is seeing. So I can enable my face tracking from here. I definitely know I'm going to be like in composition here. Even if I want to turn that off and I want to manually move this up or down, then I have the little joystick right there, and I can hit start stop recording right here as well, because I have it Bluetooth connected to my phone. Oh, and yeah, by the way, do I still have the plastic on the front? I do, because sometimes I do that. I'm weird. I think it's like a built-in screen protector. So no, I did not just unbox this and make this video. I have been using it for a little over a month with the plastic wrap still on it. Don't judge me too late on that, I'm sure. But yeah, for example, in the piano film, a shot that the AI, the tracking, the remote control screen really came in handy was I really wanted this shot of this coffee being set down by a waiter or waitress, aka me, and then Michelle picking it back up. But of course, there's only 2 of us. There's no cameraman, so I'm either the cameraman or the waiter. So we're gonna use the V3's AI to draw a little square around the coffee. So the gimbal is going to track anywhere that coffee moves. Can you pick up the coffee real quick? Nice. But whereas if I was using my like Pixis or something and I'd have to bring my whole like motion controlled shark slider out, it would be so much time and equipment to set up for me to get that shot by myself with my more professional gear. And so what shooting this short film has taught me is, even though something is more of an entry-level price, it can't handle all the accessories that you may want, you can get out of your own way and get a lot of the shots that would be more difficult or that you don't have the gear to get with your bigger cameras, and get it right here. And we all know the quality that you can get out of the iPhone nowadays is just unreal. I mean, look at this short film or preview of it that I just found from this other creator. I'm blanking on his name right now, but it's on the screen. Every day I'm finding people create stuff with just their phone and a basic gimbal like this that just blows my mind. And I am absolutely loving this era of filmmaking. It's, don't get me wrong, it's very fun to have all the big cameras and lenses, and I still love both utilizing that stuff and making content with it. But sometimes it's so nice to just be like, hey, I want to make a short film about our family developing the love for a new instrument and learning new things. And this setup allowed me to do that, and I think capture it very beautifully without having to make a lot of sacrifices in quality, what the end result is going to be. So Hohem, congrats on making another fantastic gimbal here. Thanks for sending it out my way and sponsoring this video so that I could give it a real go. If you guys want to learn more, pick one up for yourself, definitely check out the link in the description. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.